everybody? I'm here today to talk to you about an Epson ET-2760 wireless all-in-one printer that is not responding. I'll be going over some things that you should try first. So you should try these things first in this easy tutorial. Let's get right into the video. If your printer's not responding, this is what you're going to try and do. I'll be going over 7 specific things. Number 1, see if there are print jobs stuck in the queue. If you're the only one using this printer, you probably know that there's no jobs stuck in the queue. However, if you are using this printer with multiple users, especially a whole office full of people, then there might be other jobs that are stuck in the queue of the printer and it's not going to be able to respond to your job. Okay, so take a look at the printing queue, see if there's a job that's stuck there that has been unable to be canceled. Sometimes you get a job that's sort of stuck in limbo and it prevents the printer from responding properly. Number 2, give the printer a few minutes. You know what? I know you're anxious to print, you really want to get the job done. I totally understand and I can relate. Sometimes it's better to step away, go to the bathroom for a couple minutes, grab a drink of water, grab a cup of coffee, and come back, and maybe in a few minutes it will work. Sometimes technological devices just need a little bit of time. Number 3, unplug for 1 minute and plug it back in. Sorry, you know what? I'm in the basement. There's actually the main drain pipe behind me, and I believe my wife just flushed the toilet upstairs, so I just heard this loud gush of water and it scared me. That's why you probably saw the camera go like this, because I just got scared completely, but I'm good to go. It's just a flush. So where was I? Number 3, unplug the printer for 1 minute. So take the printer. My wife's probably really gonna say, why would you ever say that? Because she can hear me because my voice is so loud, but I'll deal with that later. You know, I can take the heat. So anyways, so number 3, unplug the printer for 1 minute. Take that plug that you see there, unplug the printer, leave it unplugged for a minute, plug it back in. Sometimes it just needs to be restarted. Number 4, and this only applies if you're using a wireless network, obviously, unplug the router and modem for 1 minute and plug them back in. Sometimes it's an issue with your Wi-Fi, okay? And if your other Wi-Fi devices are not working at this point either, that's a key factor why your printer won't be responding, because your Wi-Fi might be down. So the easiest way to fix that is usually take your router and modem, unplug them for a minute, plug them back in. Most of the time, it's just a latency problem and they'll end up connecting once again. Okay, number 5. Update the printer driver on the computer if an update is available, okay? And I'll tell you one that also goes hand in hand with that. So if you are using it, if you're trying to print from a computer, there's going to be an associated printer driver. If your driver is out of date, that might be the reason why you're having difficulty. It's unlikely that a slightly out of date driver would cause that, but if your driver is significantly out of date, it's way more likely. But either way, make sure it's up to date and update the printer driver if you can. Also, if your printer has an updated firmware that you need to update the printer's firmware. That might be the cause as well. Whenever they create a new firmware, they sort of patch up any problems, they sort of get rid of any glitches, and they clear up any gaps. So you want to make sure your printer's firmware is up to date as well. So those are number 5, update the printer's driver on the computer and the printer's firmware on the printer itself. Number 6, factory reset the network settings. So if you go here to your settings option, okay, on the printer, and you go to 10 out of 10 restore default settings, you can actually restore the default settings of just the network settings. So what I recommend is that you do that. It's going to reset your Wi-Fi connection, your printer's connection to the Wi-Fi. You're going to have to set it up again. Try it out. Maybe you just need a refreshment of your Wi-Fi connection. And that leads me to number 7. If you still haven't solved the problem, factory reset the printer completely. So from this menu, once again, you can factory reset the network settings. You can factory reset everything except for the network settings, or you can factory reset all settings. So what you want to do is factory reset all settings. Now you will lose all of your data and all of your information on the printer. You're going to have to set it up again from scratch, but if it's really causing you problems, that might solve the issue, okay? It's worth looking into. So that's basically it. If your Epson ET-2760 printer, wireless all-in-one printer is not responding, then those are 7 things, basically 8, because one of them involved 2 things within itself, that you can do to hopefully fix the problem. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.